Yes.
We're back.
Yes.
Welcome to Radio Hour.
Aha.
Making it weird right off the bat. We're in it.
Yes, sir.
Slid up from the bottom.
Wow.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
That's offensive.
What, slid up from the bottom?
Yeah.
Why is that offensive?
Well, somebody's offended somewhere.
Yeah, that's true. People are always offended.
I hate you, and I think you should die. You are an idiot, and I hate your voice. There's no room on this paper to properly describe how much I hate you. Go die.
That's basically my day. That has been my day today.
I hate you. Welcome back, everyone. Episode 96. We are 4 away. Simple math.
From 100.
4 from 100.
Yeah.
If I could throw the 100 emojis up, I would.
Yeah. I don't know how to do that.
I don't know. That's what all the knowledgeable people on Twitch are for.
Yeah. You would think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't see the X. There we go.
There it is.
Now we're in it.
In it to win it.
We are in it to win it.
Mm.
So a little bit of a guest change this week.
Oh yeah.
Some scheduling conflicts happened. We were supposed to have on Bricky Boxes from France, but they thought it was 12:30 p.m. their time, but really it was supposed to be 6:30 p.m. our time, and then 12:30 a.m. their time.
Yes. Which some confusion.
Yeah, I mean 6-hour time difference. There's going to be some confusion, but we will reschedule them for a later date. But
yes.
Antlerhead's going to be on. I contacted them and talked to them for a while, and they were down to come on. So definitely huge shout out to them for coming on at last minute.
Yes.
Pretty cool dudes, good tunes.
Yeah, that's good. Got somebody.
Yeah.
So we
just
haven't
clearing
done
our
this
throats today.
I know. Have to clear some bodies out of this town.
Let's go and drink some water.
Drink that water.
Yeah.
We haven't done this kind of stuff in a while.
We haven't. We've had on quite a few guests in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
In the studio.
But not today.
Not today. They will be joining us over Skype here in about, I don't even know what time it is. What time?
6:08.
Yeah, so about 22 minutes they'll be joining us.
Precisely.
So for since we haven't done this in a while, I don't think we've done this layout on Twitch yet, have we? I think we've had on a guest every week.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyways, a little history lesson.
Yeah, so on this day in music, July 27th, 1958, taking it way back.
Yep.
Fans of rock and roll music were warned that tuning into music on the car radio could cost you more money. Researchers from the Esso Gas Company said the rhythm of rock and roll could cause the driver to have a heavy foot on the pedal, making them waste fuel.
Really trying.
Oh, it's so awesome!
Just trying to keep you down. The band's trying to keep you down.
Don't listen to that. Listen to jazz.
Don't you listen to that rock and roll?
Yeah, it's the devil's music. Back in my day.
July 27, 2002, Mariah Carey checked herself into an undisclosed hospital suffering from extreme exhaustion. The singer canceled all public appearances, including her headlining appearance at MTV's 20th birthday party. Her record company denied tabloid reports that Carey tried to commit suicide, saying she did not. She did have cuts on her body, but the injuries were unintentional after breaking some dishes and glasses.
Yeah, with them wrists.
They'll
never know. Damn, that hurt.
Yeah. It's a weird way to do it.
Yeah. I don't know.
So for the local stuff around her.
Right around her in this area. I should quit talking like that.
July 29th, Sunday. The Doom Room presents Cognitive, Corpse, and what does that say? Slamitation.
Oh, yeah.
At North End Pub. Doors open at 6 p.m. Show starts 7 p.m. $7 cover. 21 plus.
$7 coloring books.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Right? And they come with pencils.
Nice.
Just number 2 pencils. They're all gray.
I prefer the Ticonderogas, the big pencils.
The what?
The big pencils, the big round ones.
Big. I've never even seen those.
Oh, they're
Are you talking like the novelty pencil? Or you
No,
got,
like the kindergarten ones.
Oh.
Like the big ones, they're like bigger than a regular pencil.
Huh.
I use them at work to write.
Oh.
Yeah. 'Cause they don't break in the tool bag.
That's true. Friday, August 3rd, People's Live presents Olivia and the Aquatic Troupe live at the Knickerbocker Saloon. Doors open at 8 p.m. Show starts at 9 p.m. $7 cover, 21 and older.
Nice. Saturday, August 4th, Davey and the Midnights will be performing at Digby's Pub and Patio. Show starts at 10 p.m. No cover charge. All ages till 11:30. And then it's not all ages.
Yeah, after that, you can get out.
Get the fuck out.
Take your kids and go home.
Unless you're probably 21.
Throw your kids in the taxi and tell them to go home. Yeah, unless you're 21, then you can stay.
Yeah. The kids can wait outside.
Yeah, on the patio.
Mm-hmm.
At least it's summer. They won't freeze. It's fine.
Yeah, it'll be all right. Also, Saturday, August 4th, Mojo Makers will be performing at Sergeant Preston. Show starts at 8 p.m. No cover.
Yeah. Mojo Makers.
Mojo Makers.
Making some mojo, man. Mojo. No problems.
So,
I thought this was pretty interesting.
Metallica uses data from Spotify to create their set list for their upcoming tour.
Mm-hmm.
So people like their songs.
Yeah, the most popular.
Oh, so it's probably just like
All the old stuff.
Enter Sandman 12,000 times.
All right, next song is, you guys are going to love this one. It's a classic. Enter Sandman. You just played that. Well,
Do you think they were disappointed when they saw that and it was all their old music?
Yeah, they're probably like, damn it. I'm sure they're going to throw in some, their newer stuff.
They're going to be like, this was a fan favorite. And everybody's going to be like, no.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
Ride the lightning or get out. Lamb of God drummer Chris Adler to miss second leg of upcoming tour with Slayer due to undisclosed circumstances. In his absence, though, Art Cruz, drummer for Prong and Winds of Plague, will be filling in for Adler on an unspecified number of dates.
It's very vague.
Yeah. What happened? I don't know.
I don't know. When are you going to join us? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe like the last show.
Oh, I might be there. What time? Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Well, we need you to be there in load-in times.
Well, we'll see.
That's not going to work, but I'll do my best. I can tell you that.
I'll try to be there. Demi Lovato in stable condition following hospitalization for heroin overdose. Was that confirmed?
Mm-hmm.
She heroin overdose?
Yeah.
What a dummy.
Right.
Why would you do that?
I was talking about this too. It's like, you know what it's going to do. Like, if you have a relapse, you know what it's going to, what's going to happen.
Was she an addict before?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And the thing with addicts, like when they relapse,
I thought it was like a new thing she was trying out.
I'm going to try this heroin. What's all the craze about this?
Right.
And the thing about that, though, with an addict and they relapse, they go back to the last dose that they took because that's what they knew.
Right.
Which is way too much, so they overdose every time. So, it's a shame.
Yeah. Suicide Silence guitarist Mark Haleman has taken a radical sabbatical. Radical sabbatical from the band.
It's my new band name, Radical Sabbatical.
I'm taking a sabbatical. Radically.
We don't have any songs.
What does that even mean, a radical sabbatical?
Well, sabbatical means it's like a paid leave.
Right.
But why is it?
What's so radical about it?
Yeah. Hey, give Mark a call. See where he's at.
No.
What's up, dudes?
I'm on a sabbatical, bro.
Yeah. Leave me alone. They'll keep paying me.
Stop calling this number.
Yeah. 21 Pilots song Jumpsuit reaches #1 spot on Billboard's alternative songs chart in just 2 weeks, something that hasn't been done since 2009 by Green Day's release of Know Your Enemy.
I don't really care for 21 Pilots.
I listened to it. I was like, what's the hype? I don't
Which
get
one's
it.
no, that's not 21 Pilots I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the Chainsmokers.
Oh, yeah, F them.
Yeah.
I don't like
I don't know
them.
if I'm not sure if I'm really that big of a fan of 21 Pilots either.
Let's
But
take 4 chords and then just make all of our songs that.
and sing about stupid shit.
And, like, put some random noises in there.
Idiots.
Yeah.
August Burns.
I mean, are they, though? It's working.
No, I mean, yeah, I mean, they're getting it. But
Yeah.
I just don't like their songs.
Yeah, I don't. It's not my thing.
No. August Burns Red frontman Jake Lurs published a new book, Mountains, like a novel.
Yeah.
Or
Just mountains.
Like all about mountains, or
That'd be funny. This mountain over here, I climbed that bitch.
like a textbook?
Yeah. Just pictures of mountains with
I'm gonna go with it as a textbook.
with minimal caps underneath it. Mountain 1, Mountain 2.
Refer to Figure 1.
Yeah. Refer to Figure 1, Mountain 1.
What's the name of this mountain? I don't know.
Mountain 9.
Yes, Mountain 9 has been my favorite mountain
Yeah.
this year.
What's this one? Oh, that's K2.
Whoa.
This one's Mount Kilimanjaro. That one was made by Toto.
Yes.
Yes. So, from first to last, released new song featuring Sonny Moore, a.k.a. Skrillex.
I thought they did that a while ago.
That's what I thought, too. I was like, is this like a rogue ad that just, like, somehow got updated? And I looked at the date on it, and it was new.
But didn't they just, or maybe they talked about doing it? I feel like we talked about that.
I thought they did release one.
I thought they did too.
Because it wasn't nothing special. It was just meh.
Maybe they just did it again.
Yeah. They're like, nobody will notice.
Maybe they did it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did that once.
Yeah. They're like, the first time we did this didn't go very
'Cause
well.
I feel like we talked about this once before.
We'll just sneak one in and be like, hey, guess what? We just released a song with Sonny Moore.
Then
He's all in there like,
maybe they said Skrillex last time.
Did they say Skrillex last time?
Maybe.
Maybe. Tricky bastards.
Really throwing you through a loop.
Right?
David Bowie's first demo, Thought Lost, was found in an old bread bin by a former bandmate.
Imagine that. He's probably had it the whole time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure. Counterparts announces a new EP, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And Deftones have announced they will be starting their own festival this year in San Diego called Dia de los Deftones. It will take place Saturday, November 3rd at Pecto Park at the park. Okay. Pre-sale tickets on sale now.
Whoops. At Pecto Park at the park.
Yep. That's where it's at.
Oh, Petco.
Petco Park at the park.
Yeah, Petco Park at the park. At Petco Park at the dog park.
Oh, I don't know if it's a
know.
dog park.
Adult Swim to release a Rick and Morty soundtrack. You know what's gonna be the
God.
number one hit on that?
What?
Get Swifty.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
get Swifty.
Oh yeah, you gotta get Swifty. You gotta get Swifty in here.
Wow.
I got out of hand fast. I like it.
Ooh wee.
You doing okay?
Oh shit. This one?
Hey, you doing okay?
You doing okay?
Riggedy, Rex.
Do you have the one where he's like, "Ooh, snap"?
No, but I have this one.
Oh crap.
Oh crap!
My man.
That's like the best GIF ever. Somebody made like
Yeah.
that GIF, and it's just like, "My man," he's like getting stuck in the tree.
Right? Oh, man.
Yeah. So, a bunch of upcoming tours. Since we haven't done this in a while, I kind of tried to find as much as I could.
Mm-hmm.
At the Gates, all caps.
At the Gates.
At the Gates. Announced headlining dates during tour with Behemoth.
Neat.
So I guess they're doing like a side tour.
That's pretty cool.
Tour.
Hawthorne Heights announced UK Ireland tour.
Mm-hmm. Approved.
Oh, Hawthorne Heights.
Beartooth announced headlining tour.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hailstorm. In this moment. Announced third leg. Third leg go? What?
Oh, third leg. I don't know why Go is in there.
Third leg of co-headline. Oh, of co-headlining tour?
Yeah, third leg co-headlining tour.
Can't figure that one out.
Yeah, I don't know. Blink-182 announced a series of dates for small headlining tour.
Awesome. Still not the real band, but
It's not the same.
not the same.
Bring back Mark.
What? Tom.
I mean Tom. Bring back Tom. And keep Mark.
Yes.
Mark, Tom, same thing.
Counterparts announced fall tour.
Yeah. After the Burial and the Acacia Strain
Mm-hmm.
announced North American tour.
Five Finger Death Punch and Breaking Benjamin announced a joint tour. I don't care for Five Finger Death Punch.
That was a fake celebration.
What?
The Dangerous Summer in the early November announced fall tour. That's kind of fallen. Summer and fall going on a fall tour.
Huh.
Did they plan that?
But fucking Hatebreed and Guar announced a
Right?
co-headlining tour. I want to go see Guar again.
Right?
One of the best shows ever.
I want to get showered in fake blood.
Oh, you'll get showered in all kinds of fake fluids.
They're like, why is this salty? Oh, yeah, that one's not fake.
Oh. Oh, he's dead.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's a chick, I think.
But I heard it's still pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it's great. But there's something about that gigantic alien penis that he sprays people with.
Good old gigantic alien penises.
Yeah.
Never let you down.
Marilyn Manson announced fall headlining tour date. So he's doing another tour? Because he's on tour right now with Rob Zombie.
Yeah. That guy's just going for it.
That would have been a cool concert to go to. I heard it was pretty good.
I saw some videos. It was like, meh.
Meh.
Yeah, meh. Trivium will celebrate 10 years of Shogun. Shogun?
Shogun.
They'll celebrate Shogun. Shogun during their fall tour with Avatar and Light the Torch. Cool.
Under Oath announced fall tour with Dance Gavin Dance and The Plot in You.
Enter Shikari announced headlining tour dates.
21 Pilots announces the Bandito tour.
Mm-hmm.
Bandito.
And Good Charlotte
Woo!
announced the dates for Generation RX tour.
Nice.
Yeah.
Then a canceled tour. Avenged Sevenfold canceled summer tour date. Summer tour due to serious problem with frontman M. Shadow's vocal cords.
I wonder what his real name is.
I don't know. Probably not as
Hey,
cool
what's up?
as-
My name's Sunflower.
Probably not as cool as
This
M.
is my
Shadows.
band.
What's the M stand for?
I don't know.
Mr. Shadow?
Mister. Why wouldn't you just? Why don't you just put Mister? Mister
I don't
Shadow.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, give me back my purse. Oh damn, we got to throw some King of the Hill ones in there.
I know. I don't have very many. Where are they? I think I have some.
Say what?
Is the Jackass one of them?
Share that with the Dalai Lama, jackass.
Oh
No.
no, that one.
I apologize for yelling at you.
I don't know what this one is.
Stop making such a big deal out of it.
Oh
That one
god,
is.
that one's great. I gotta pay.
I gotta pay.
This is the best.
Stupid is, stupid does, sir.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I want to wrestle you so freaking bad.
God, those are the worst.
I'll just be your secret lover.
I want to wrestle you so freaking bad.
Did you bring condoms?
It's so weird. Why is his voice so weird?
I don't know.
It's almost like it's animated. Like
These nuts. Ha! Got him!
does that say mowing
Where?
right next to got him?
No, that's something else. I don't think that one's weird.
You're like, I'm not gonna play that one.
No.
This is Butthead. Who the hell is this?
The other ones were like, da, da.
I don't remember which one that is. No, I don't know where that one is. I think that's the one I cut down for the laughs.
Oh,
I think. Not sure.
so you got the ukes up there.
Got two fucking ukuleles at me.
Oh, good old Mike Bradley.
So I got a video of the week.
Yeah, I forgot. I saw it earlier and then I forgot to get one.
So I saw earlier in the week that Thrice's album, Artist in the Ambulance, is 15 years old now. How's that make you feel?
Didn't we go to the 10-year? Was that Thrice thing we went to, the 10-year?
Which one?
When we went to go see Thrice in Detroit, was that the 10-year?
No, that was the farewell.
Oh.
Then they came back.
Well, that was almost 5 years ago.
Yeah. Well, they played a lot of stuff off Artist in the Ambulance at that tour, which was awesome. So in honor of that, like, my video of the week is Stare at the Sun.
Well, hot damn. Well, mine's just going to be Artist in the Ambulance.
Well, there you go.
How about that?
Do they have a video, though, for Artist in the
I don't know,
Ambulance?
actually. I'm not sure.
I know
thought they did.
I know they have one for All That's Left. I can't remember if they do or not.
Let's see.
Like, about to find out.
Artist in the Ambulance.
I don't know if they do.
I thought they did. I don't think that's an official video.
Oh, official.
No.
No, Thrice are in this official video.
That says official video. Let me turn the sound down here.
Yeah. Don't want to get in trouble.
Is this an official video, though?
I don't know.
We'll never know.
You got to watch a 32-second ad.
Skip that ad.
Yeah. Let's skip it real good.
I think it is a video for it. And
no, it's not.
No. All right. Sorry, that can't be my video.
Yeah.
What? Stare at the Sun?
No.
Oh, that's the one you picked. What? Or how do you find their?
All That's Left. That's one.
How do you find their official videos?
Is Silhouette one? Do they have one for Silhouette?
Or the Thrice official music video? Let's see. So Stare at the Sun. See, this isn't right.
No, it keeps saying official, but it's not.
Just because you type it next to it doesn't make it true.
Right.
I don't know. All That's Left.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That might be it off that.
All That's Left.
Is that even if it says Vivo? So it must be on a video. It must be official. I'd say that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll go with that, I guess.
All right. God, look, he looks so emo.
Oh my goodness.
Got the bangs.
I
saw an interview. It was like he was talking about the first 3 albums, and I guess he was talking like how he hates his voice compared to his voice now.
Really?
Like on those 3 albums.
Weird.
I mean, they were young.
He looks goofy.
Yeah.
His like weird ass hair. Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever watched these old videos. Oh, I was like, I didn't turn the sound back on. What just happened?
Oops, I forgot to move that up, so I didn't see.
I don't know who it was. God.
Can I replay that?
I don't know.
I think I can.
Done screwed that up.
Yeah, sorry.
Probably gonna
Let's see who it was.
not even watch again.
I think I can. There we go.
There
Hog
it is.
Whistle. Thanks for the follow.
I wish I could just like move this over to here. Wouldn't that be cool if technology just let
Right, just be like, you see him do it in shows, they just grab it and throw it. I'm like, I
Right?
want that.
I want that.
God, that would make life so much easier. I want it.
Use.
Yes.
Use.
All right. Let's Whoa, I'm going to the wrong thing here.
Either.
Mm-hmm.
Stop making such a big deal out of it.
Bah. Send a message here, make sure he's ready. It'd probably help if I could spell.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm out of control. I apologize for that.
Oh, Alex Jones. You're a wonderful man.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
What did I have here?
If you think it's time to fucking rock and fucking roll,
Can we use that?
I just did.
I just did. Big deal. Want to fight about it?
My name is Borat. I like you. I like sex. It's nice.
It's nice.
Now you kids are probably asking yourselves, hey, Matt, how can we get back on the right track?
Oh, shit.
What was that?
Huh?
So, yeah. Just waiting to hear back from them, make sure they're good to go.
Yep.
Don't forget.
Don't.
There's some festivals going on this weekend.
Yeah, I work and I'm on call and
Yay.
Yay.
Going on right now as we speak is the first day of
Pride
Fest.
Yeah.
And also
As we speak,
it is happening. And also the first day of Famerfest. That's going on as well.
I thought that was Saturday. And wait.
It's Friday and Saturday.
Famerfest is?
Yeah.
I thought that went to Sunday.
Awesome. They're good to go.
Cool.
Well, I mean, it spills over into Sunday.
Oh, it's 3 days?
Jeremy Constantine said cute Fitbit, Grant.
It's an Apple Watch. So. Oh, it's my cousin.
Oh,
Jeremy
okay.
Constantine.
Jeremy. Oh, I said it right. I mean, wrong.
Yeah, get it right.
Get it right.
It's a fucking Apple
All right.
Watch.
Let's do this.
You gotta call him.
Yep.
Yep.
Connecting.
Give it to me. I hear him.
Hey, dude.
Can you hear us? Oh, maybe.
Yo.
Can you hear us?
Hello.
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 Oh, why is this not... Okay.
Yeah.
There it is.
There it is.
There you are.
Yeah.
There we go. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Can you hear us okay?
Can you not hear me?
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Cool.
We got you.
How y'all doing?
Good.
Pretty
How you
good.
doing?
What's up?
Just make sure we get your
How are you
screen in
doing?
here. Boom.
Oh, I'm good.
Nice.
Hold on. How do I freaking... So sorry.
Uh-oh.
Damn technology.
I know. Isn't this crazy? Okay. Well,
There you're back.
yeah, I don't freaking... There we go. Whatever. Not what I wanted to do. I'm taking pictures of my own screen here. Anyway. Sorry about all that. That was
all
obnoxious.
right.
Can you guys hear me all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sound good. You're like, what do all these buttons do?
That's the first, 20 seconds of it is, what does this button do? Can you hear me? Hold on.
You're like, what? It's like, what is all this? It's like new. You're like, got to touch everything.
I've never used Skype on my phone before.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm doing it from my phone right now, if that wasn't implied already.
No, it looks great.
Yeah, it's working. Looks pretty
Cool.
good. Sounds
Cool.
good. Thanks for coming on last minute and
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Thanks for reaching out. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Uh,
so I guess tell everybody who you are and about your band a little bit.
Cool. Who are you guys? I know Matt. I talked to you.
Yeah, I'm Matt.
I'm Grant.
Grant. Okay,
Yeah.
you're the one. Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. So my name is Ty. I write music and sing and play guitar in a band called Antlerhead. Yeah. I also, well, yeah, about it. I tour with another band as well. pretty regularly. But Antlerhead is my thing, and that's what you guys contacted me about. I don't know why I went into the other topic.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh, no, you're good.
So how long have you guys been together, playing together?
We've been together since I don't know, like maybe February of 2017.
Okay.
Oh, really?
It was, yeah, something like that. Basically, I started writing. I was living in Nashville, Tennessee. I started writing music and decided I was going to call it Antlerhead in 2016, and then moved back up to Indianapolis, and literally, like, I sort of knew our drummer. He and I knew each other, and then he invited me to a house show party he was throwing, and at that party, I met his roommate who plays bass in our band, and I literally, like in that night, we were hanging out on their porch, and I was like, so I'm trying to start a band. What do you guys do? And it was like, do you want to be a part of it? They're like, sure. And then we went from there.
Nice.
So, yeah.
So where's the band name come from? Is there any idea? Like, did you guys just stumble upon a deer head with antlers or something? And
I don't know if you can see this photo behind me.
Uh-huh.
It's just it's an antler thing. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
My ex and I used to have, we were just really into antler stuff, skulls and all this. We had, in our old house, had a bunch of like skulls and antlers and stuff. Not like in a creepy way, but that was before that was all around. And she collected that stuff and like made art out of it. And I have a couple tattoos and all this old art I did from high school where it was always human people that happen to have antlers on them. And
okay.
I don't know if that was some kind of like subliminal residual from that Fall Out Boy music video. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
We were, like, seriously, I saw that in 8th grade and it left my head. I don't know. But yeah, when I started writing the music and was trying to figure out a name to call it, I just kind of looked around our house, like casually just started looking around at like, what are some ideas I can get? And there was just like skulls and antlers everywhere. And I was like, okay, so something with antler in it. And I toyed around with the name Bonehead for a second. And I had a friend talk me out of that and tell me it was the stupidest thing, and I'm really glad he did.
I like Antlerhead better.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Plus, bonehead's like an old derogatory term from like, you bonehead.
Right. That's why I thought it would be kind of funny and ironic, but
right.
It's really just like more stupid than anything else. So. Yeah. Do you guys know? Do you know of a band called Stay Outside?
No.
Oh, are you guys in Lafayette? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, I know they've played up there a couple times.
Right.
Starry Night Festival and all that stuff. But anyway, it was my friend from Stay Outside who was like, "Don't name your band Bonehead." Yeah. I heard you guys talking about Fried Fest a second ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like, I think we were supposed to play that either today or tomorrow or something like that. But we're not doing that anymore. We regrettably had to drop, but yeah, everybody that's listening should go to that. I think it's gonna be a great time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I wish I could make it.
Yeah, he's got 2 porta potties this year.
It's big news.
You can just go anywhere, you know.
Yeah. There's a big field out there.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe because you're talking about the antler head and everything, maybe, because I know, like barbarians, they used to take antlers and they would make like skull helmets and put those on there. And
yeah.
They would use that, and they'd use like the hide and everything and the fur and basically make themselves look extremely scary and terrifying to, ward off any people trying to make it into their camps.
So maybe it's in your like ancestors.
What?
Maybe it's like your ancestors or something that's in your blood.
That would be awesome if I found out that was in my ancestry.
Yeah. You'd be like, it makes sense.
That's kind of the look that I have. Like, I don't know. So it would make sense. I don't try to look like a Viking. It just kind of happened.
Oh.
Dreads and I don't know if you saw any of the photos from Antlerhead, but clearly I have a tighter looking beard right now. But I just shaved my beard 4 days ago. I'd been growing it for over 3 years.
Oh wow!
So it was like I like to think like a Viking, but I think if we're being realistic, I looked like if Animal from the Muppets was homeless. So.
What made you decide to shave the beard off or cut it?
Man, I went over to a friend's house who it's like every other time we hang out, he's like, let's do something crazy like right now. Like, so the other day he was like, let's shave your beard. And the last time I was over there, he was like, let's dread your hair.
You're like, I'm not coming over anymore.
Quit doing shit to me.
But yeah, so I don't know. It's funny. Every time I walk by a mirror this week has been like, oh shit, I forgot I look like that.
You ever wake up?
3 years.
It's like Jim Gaffigan said. You ever look up and you see yourself in the mirror and it just kind of ruins your day?
That's funny.
I was like, that's fun. Oh, damn it.
Hey, Matt, has anyone ever told you that you remind them of Seth Rogen?
Yeah, all the time. It's weird. God, that's crazy that you said that. Like, I wasn't expecting that.
Really?
Yeah.
I was watching the live stream before I joined you guys, and that's all I can think about the whole time.
Start doing
Even
Chris.
when I laugh, it's like kind of similar. But
Yeah,
it's
kind
like
of. He's like,
you are Seth Rogen.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna have to get a hold of him and be like, hey man, you need a stunt double. I'll break some bones.
Do you do stunts?
No, not at all.
All right. Well, let me know how that works out.
The last stunt I did, I was 7 and I went sledding in a graveyard and broke my foot. That was fun.
What if you emailed Seth Rogen and asked him if he needed a stunt double and he said, yeah, when can you start? What would you do? You're like, oh shit, I don't do stunts. I didn't think you'd say yes.
I'd probably do it.
I'd probably just do it, see what happens. I don't know. Maybe he's like, okay, this dude's crazy, or he's going to be my new best friend.
They could be both.
Yeah.
Those could be the same.
He'd be like, hey, everybody, this is my best friend that looks like me.
At least be fun for a couple days.
Yeah.
Insane. Right on.
Oh,
oh, go ahead.
I don't remember. I was gonna ask you a question about something. Oh, we got a music video of you guys, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How was it like making that? Did you enjoy shooting that and everything?
Yeah, actually, a friend of mine who he went to Purdue for a little bit. I don't know if you guys are in school up in Lafayette or just that's where you live. Or
No,
what?
we just live up here.
Yeah.
Oh, right on. I should know universities up there. That's really all I know about Lafayette.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, a friend of mine, he shot and directed the whole thing. That's like his full-time thing now. Is his name's Connor Jones. If anybody listening or if you guys ever need any video work done, I highly recommend him. He's fantastic at what he does. He's the nicest guy. But he's been one of my best friends forever, and he told me, like, when I first started Antlerhead and didn't even have a band yet, he was just like, let me know if you need a video, like, I want to do it. And so I think as far as the experience we had with doing that video, it was amazing because it was working with a close friend of ours. Because it was like at least 12 hours long, I think, the shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And it was super, like, it wasn't as exhausting as another video I've done in the past, but it it definitely, like, the day kind of dragged on, and it got to be kind of obnoxious, and the process, like, by the end of it, you're like, this isn't even fun anymore, you know, until you get the actual product back, and then it's exciting again. But
Right.
shooting it, you're just like, I hate this song. I've heard it 45,000 times today. But I don't think any of us would have been able to keep up, like, an attitude worth working on that if it weren't with him at the time. Just he's he's very good at what he does, and he's also, like, very good with people. And I think that's kind of an important thing when you're working in an environment where people are going to get tired and cranky, and you're going to ask a lot out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you kind of be the. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, if he was really good at what he did, but he was just kind of, like, awkward or a dick or something, it would have been a totally different experience.
Right.
Even though we have gotten a great video, we would look back on that and be like, man, that sucked. I don't ever want to do a video again. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
What's the process like of shooting a music video? Do you guys do you play the track and you just play with it, or do you just like actually do a live setup and just play?
So yeah, it's all the track. I don't know if you can hear that. I'm sorry. I think someone's mowing the lawn right outside here. I hope it's not.
It's all right.
So the process of that is we just use a track. We brought in I don't know if you guys watched the whole video or anything, but we have, like, it was a pretty simple video. It was just us playing in this one room.
Mm-hmm.
And we have all of our gear set up and stuff. None of that gear is, like, plugged in or anything. It's all just for the look.
Right.
The only one that's actually playing, like, making sound is our drummer in that, because he has to, like, actually play, and we're really playing our guitars too, but we're just not, like, plugged into anything that's turned on or whatever. Right. So we hid like a monitor right behind the amps that was pointed right at him, so he could hear the and I think he had headphones in too or something like that, so he could hear the track and play along with it, and I could also hear, because I had to be able to lip sync, like, perfectly and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so it's that's how you do it, and then it's basically like a million different shots. So we would play the song, like, maybe 5 to 10 times in a row, where the director is shooting, like, a wide angle of the whole band, and he'll shoot it 5 or 10 times, just so he has a bunch of the best shots he can use at any given point, just so he has more content to edit through. And then after he does all the shots of the full band, then he'll do, like, 5 takes of just the drummer playing the whole song by himself, and different shots of just the drummer, so he can, like, cut into those and stuff like that. And then he'll do 5 takes of just me singing, and then stuff like that. Like, so each of us had to play the song, like, so many times all together, and then for individual shots, and then even a couple weird shots where it was like, I'm gonna get this weird angle where I can see, like, 3 of the 4 of you, so, like, the 4th guy, he can sit this one out if he wants, but the 3 of you still have to do this, and we're like, damn it, this is so annoying. So
is it hard to lip sync to the music when you're not actually playing it for real? Like, I would assume you're still singing so it looks real, or...
Yeah, there is, like, an element of, I did have to actually sing, as much as I reasonably could to make it, like,
look more real, I would think, like it would...
Yeah, you can see, because there's little things with, like, the shape of your mouth that it would actually make when you're making a sound versus what you think it looks like when you're just trying to mouth it.
Right.
Get it authentic. And then even little things like maybe you can see, not that you'd be able to see mine with my beard, but like someone's Adam's apple, sometimes those, like you can see those vibrating, or you can see when their mouth is open, you can see how someone's tongue might move or vibrate like in a certain way when, so I had to do a lot of like actually singing. Not you couldn't really hear me because I was singing into a microphone that wasn't really plugged into anything. So,
Right.
But I just tried to like sing along to the track as best I could. Even that was pretty exhausting for me. Like I had a sore throat by the end of the day from singing the song over and over again. Because I thought that I was going to be able to just lip sync. And when we started the process, he was like, I need you to actually sing so that it looks real. And I was like, oh, man, this is going to wear me. So.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be like harder than playing like the guitar to it, because at least, I don't know, it's not as much emotion in like you playing your guitar as there is someone singing when you focus on them singing. Like
Right.
You can, yeah, exactly. You can get away with, obviously we were still playing the right notes, but we're not, like, you're not hearing our guitars and stuff, so we can fake it. And even, like, if there's, like, a certain, like, strumming thing I do, I might even miss a string or something, but no one's going to care about that because it's not, I'm not making actual sound, so all I have to do is, like, kind of just strum. You're, you know, whatever. But how did I have a question for you guys? How did you guys hear about Antlerhead?
I
think
Matt. I came across it on Facebook.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was. I can't remember if it was like a sponsored ad for your video.
Really? When was that?
It was either that or I was on somebody else's page, and I always like look at the side of like suggestions, or it'll say this band likes these pages. And I'll usually click on the other pages just to, like, you know, kind of see what everyone's doing.
Okay.
So it was either a sponsored ad or it was that way.
That's actually really cool that that you say that that's kind of the way that you find things. Because I actually, like, I've kind of always been the guy that's, like seriously, since for the last, like, 10 years, I've always been the guy doing stuff, like, where I'm sort of in a spotlight kind of thing. So I'm always trying to put myself out there, and always trying to get people to see content. But I feel like I don't look up content as much as other people do. Even like casually on my own, I don't go searching for what's a good way to find new music. I wonder if I look up who these people follow or whatever. You know, I don't. So I never know when I do the sponsored ads. I'm like, anytime I see a sponsored ad, I'm just like, oh, there's another band that's like trying to get their stuff out there. Anyway, and then I scroll past it, which sounds really. It's not that I have any disrespect for them. I just kind of, for whatever reason, my mind just is like, oh, good for them. They're trying to reach people.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not gonna listen to it right now.
I'm the same way. Matt will click on all that shit. I'll see it and I'm like, that looks cool, and then I'll forget about it. Like.
That's exactly how I am, man. Yeah, I'm just like, oh, that's cool, and then I forget.
Yeah, like I'll see all this stuff. I don't know why. Like my news feed, it'll just be loaded with like sponsored video ads. I don't know if it's like, you know, the Facebook analytics, and they're like, oh, that guy clicks on that stuff all the time, so it's just gonna.
It probably is.
Pop up, but you know, if I like the music, I'll write the band name down, you know, as potential people to contact, and. That's what I did.
Oh, cool. And then, do you know how long ago that was, or was that just recent?
Probably within the last couple of weeks.
Oh, cool. Right on. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so we've been pretty like inactive in the last couple months, or just in the last 2 months. Mm-hmm. Especially even with our posting on social media. So that's cool that people are still, that you guys found our content and stuff like that. It's really exciting to hear. So
it's working.
Mm-hmm. Or at least that people are still somehow sharing our video or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe the sponsored ad is still running that I didn't realize I'm still paying for, and that's where all my money's going. I have any money, and it's like, yeah, because every 3 weeks we take out another $25 to promote you to another couple thousand people. I'm like, shit.
The Facebook ads the promo ads are weird because like it doesn't come out immediately; it'll come out at the end of the month.
Yeah.
And that screwed me a couple times. I'm like, wait a minute, where'd that money go?
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn you, Facebook.
Yeah.
So do you guys have any main influences?
Man, I kind of wish the other guys were here to talk about that kind of stuff. I feel like I am the one that answers these questions a lot, which I know what mine are, but I can't say I speak for everybody else. But I know that I love Circus Survive. I don't know if that was obvious in the music or not.
Love Circus Survive.
Yeah, well, one thing is, like, I just kind of knew, like, when I was in, like, early high school that I had, like, a bit of a higher register, like, as far as, like, notes I can hit, and, like, my voice just kind of sounded a lot more, like, I had this more feminine range, and so when I started discovering bands that was like, oh, the singer, like, sings pretty high, I started latching on to stuff like that, because I was like, oh, cool, so, like, this is it, like, there are other people that are like this, or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, cool, I can connect, like, I'm not just some weirdo that sounds like a girl. Like, there's a bunch of people that do this, and I'm going to try and learn how they do it best, or whatever, and when I discovered Circus Survive, I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever heard, so.
Yeah.
I think as far as our genre, there's a band called Harvard that they broke up maybe 4 or 5 years ago, but they are kind of where we try to land ourselves. They're somewhere in between, like From Indian Lakes and Circus Survive, which I think is where we try to find a good in-between. So, and I know Harvard is not a very good answer when most people are going to say, who is that? So.
Nick Brandt on Facebook said, ask him about pedals.
Oh, first of all, hey, Nick Brandt, I love you, dude. You guys should check out his band and possibly get him on. He's in a band called Minor Movements. And I'm just going to promote him for a second.
I don't know why, but that sounds really familiar. Minor
He's
Movements.
They're playing a festival here in Indianapolis in October. They're from, he's going to kill me. Nebraska. They're from Nebraska. And they kind of sound like, I told him earlier today that they remind me of, like, Tides of Man, the new stuff where it's all instrumental. But it's like, it's more interesting than Explosions in the Sky. It's like, it's got this, like, kick-ass energy to it. But anyway,
I think you're the only other person that I've met that know who Tides of Man is.
Oh, well, maybe I should have cleared. I should have this in my answer from the last question. Tides of Man, huge influence on me as well. I got to tour with Tillian Pearson years ago.
Really?
And yeah, my old band. They're called The Orphan, the Poet. They're still around. They're doing really well. I actually started, I'm just a touring member with them now, but I was full-time involved with them a long time ago, and we toured with Dance Gavin Dance, who he's Tillian, I don't know if you know that, but he's the singer of that band now.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah, that new album is amazing.
Yeah, so when we toured with them, that was his first tour with them. It was, I think they kicked out Johnny Craig a week before that tour and called Tillian and said, hey, man, can you learn these songs in a week? And he learned them, and he was like, I don't know. That was just a really cool experience seeing him, like, especially seeing him. I remember talking with him on that tour, and he was like, yeah, this is just kind of weird. Like, I just learned these songs, and and I'm just kind of feeling it out, trying to see if I fit this band. And then, like, and now that band is bigger than ever, and they're kicking ass with him. Anyway, Pedals from Nick Brandt. Let's talk about that. What does he want to know? Anything specific, or just said talk about pedals?
He just said ask him about pedals.
What? Like, that's not even a direct question there. Ask me about. I guess that's just a command to you.
Yeah, like bike pedals, like guitar pedals.
Guitar pedals. Pedals. I don't know what brand they are, but I run a Fixed Gear. They're metal. They're silver. That's about all I know about my bike pedals, Nick.
What about your guitar pedals?
I'm just gonna give you the lamest answer I can. 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 pedals. There you go.
Awesome.
Wow.
That's what I say about my pedals.
Is one of those a chromatic tuner pedal?
One of those is a chromatic tuner.
Gotta have that, right?
Yeah, that's where the tone comes from.
Yeah.
I actually did a podcast. Do you guys? There's an Instagram account called Gear Nerds. It's a very popular account.
Let's check that out.
Yeah, like freaking John Mayer follows it and stuff. It's like,
Ooh.
It's all about posting about like cool guitars and all this gear and stuff like that. Nick is the one that started that page, and yeah, that's why he wants to know about all that shit. Anyway, he started a podcast too, and we talked about the same thing. So I don't know why he's asking me about it. He started your podcast, and we already talked about this shit. So
he just said, "What are pedals?" And then he said, "Tuners."
Whatever, dude. Shut up, Nick.
So he said, "Okay, I'm just joking. Continue."
Nick, if you have any specific questions, like, let's hear it. But don't say, ask him about pedals. Clearly, they don't even know where to start with asking. I guess this is a question specific to Nick here.
What's your favorite pedal?
There we go.
I guess I'll ask you that question.
That's a good one. My favorite one.
All of them.
It's my Boss DD500 delay pedal.
Ooh, that's a fancy one, too.
Yeah, you can get pretty wacky with that thing. I don't have too many crazy pedals anymore. I'll say my favorite pedal I've ever owned was probably a Digitech Whammy.
Nice.
For anybody that cares.
Was that when they were still metal? They're not plastic?
Are they plastic now?
Yeah, a lot of them are.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I had a metal one. I mean, because I remember scraping some of the paint off of it, and it was definitely metal. But
just to check, right?
Yeah.
Scratching it with a key.
This better be metal.
It was heavy use in touring and shit that it was like just all banged up. But yeah.
I still have my Digitech Metal Master, and they don't make those anymore.
Oh, the distortion one.
Yeah.
Right on. Also, I didn't mean anything by saying you guys don't know how to ask questions about pedals.
Oh no, you're fine.
Sounds like I don't really know what to say to that. Like, whoever this Nick Brandt guy is.
Oh shit. What kind of guitars do you got?
I can show you. Do people watch this, or is it just the audio? Or?
No, it's video.
Yeah, it's all video.
Let me get this bad boy out here.
All right. Ooh.
So I've got my my Fender Jazzmaster.
Oh,
it's
beautiful.
Made, yeah, stock pickups in it. I actually, it was black when I bought it, and I sanded it down and stained it and refinished it to make it natural wood grain.
That's pretty sweet.
So
yeah, I like that better.
Fun fact: I found that on a Facebook Marketplace thing.
Oh, nice.
And crashed my car going to get it.
Oh no!
It was all the way in St. Louis, and I was like, "This is gonna be the coolest thing." Yeah. I still got the guitar.
Ooh, the old telly.
This has been my baby since I was 18, so like 9 years now. I built this thing. I didn't like chop down a tree and make the wood myself, but
right.
It's just a Fender. Well, it's not even officially Fender licensed. It's basically what you'd call a parts caster. I ordered all the like nicest parts to put a guitar together, and then like the neck says Fender because it's an actual Fender neck, but then the rest of the parts are like, it's not technically made by Fender, so I think technically you can't call it an American Fender Telecaster, but it is, the way that I built it is like up to Fender's like code. So I'm on your game, Fender.
Do you like the maple necks better or the rosewood?
I think I like. That's a good question. I really like the maple on my Telecaster, but then everything else I own is rosewood. I have like both of the basses I own are rosewood, and obviously that Jazzmaster's rosewood. I was actually looking up. I was gonna work on building a new bass, and I'm reconstructing one of my basses, and was looking at the difference between the two necks and trying to like mock up some like images of what it would look like in the end. And I wanted to try to do the maple look and like, because I wanted something different, but it just didn't look cool enough.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They have a slight different feel to me too. I think it's easier to slide up and down on the neck on a maple than it is a rosewood.
Oh, totally, man. Like, it's interesting just because like I don't have two guitars that are the same guitar but just with different necks. Like my Telecaster and Jazzmaster are so completely different. So I think when it feels different on the neck, I don't even think about the fact that it's a different neck. I just think about, oh well, this guitar is so different in so many ways so I don't even fully process that aspect. But you're totally right. I notice that all the time. I actually was tracking some stuff the other day with my rosewood neck guitar, the Jazzmaster, and it was like I felt like it was harder to kind of some of the faster movements and stuff. I felt like my fingers were getting kind of stuck, and it was like I had to like be really intentional with how I was moving my hand because it just wasn't as smooth. But I think in my head I was just like, oh, these must be old strings or something. You know, I didn't even think about it. But it is true. Every time I play my Telecaster, I'm just like, this thing is flawless. I love it.
You're like, it's so smooth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Do you guys play guitar at all?
I do.
Yeah. What do you play?
Guitar.
No, what kind?
Oh. I have a Fender Fat Strat.
Guitar. A Fender Fat Strat, is that what you said?
Yeah, it has the double humbucker in it.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Is that like the Tom DeLonge special or something like that?
I think I know he uses a few of the Fat Strats. Mine's all white, and then it has the maple neck, so it's like, I don't know, it's my baby.
That sounds cool, dude. Wait, maple neck.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I've seen a bunch with the all white with the rosewood neck. I'll have to look that up. I'm sure it looks great either way. Is it like white or like off white?
It's white.
Ooh.
Yeah. That maple neck like just really stands out on it.
Yeah.
I remember when I walked into the Guitar Center and I was like, that's the one.
Yeah.
I just saw it and I was like, that one.
What kind of music do you play?
Well, when I bought it, I was in a metal band, and shortly after that, we called it quits. So it's actually never even been played on stage.
Oh dang!
So, but
interviewing you now, so
yeah,
I own this show.
We lost it.
And then, okay, I'm sorry. Tell me your name again. Greg.
Grant.
Grant. Okay. And so, Grant, what about you, man? Tell me about yourself.
I'm not very good at playing instruments, but
he's good at recording them.
Yeah, I went to SAE down in Nashville, school down there for the music recording and stuff, and always been into that aspect of it. So.
Right on. When were you in school down there?
2008 and 9.
Okay.
Something like that.
Right on.
Yeah.
It's hard to think back that far.
It's crazy. That's literally 10 years ago.
Yeah.
That's weird, right?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Getting so old.
Dude, I know. It's like I think about that stuff all the time.
Dude, it flies. Like.
It really does.
You know.
Like
the adults, they always tell you, oh, once you graduate high school, time's going to fly. And you're like, no, it's not.
The first couple years don't, but then after the first couple years, you're like, it's only been a couple years. And then you think like that for like 4 more years, and then it's like, oh, it's been like 8 years, which is almost 10 years.
Yeah.
And
you're like,
yeah.
well, I want that time back.
There's something, we'll bring something up that happened 5 years ago, and we're like, remember that thing we just did? That was 5 years ago, man.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Right, that's crazy. Man.
So do you guys have any upcoming shows or anything?
Currently, nothing that's set in stone. Working on some stuff for the end of October, I think.
Nice.
So right now the schedule is like, we just finished up tracking for a bunch of stuff that we're putting out. Did 5 songs that we're hoping to put out this fall. I think right now we're just gonna release them as like a couple of different singles instead of an EP, which was the original idea.
Right.
But just to spread out some content, and that way we can stay busy in the meantime, and then hold over an audience with a new song every so often. Because right now it's been like we released a song last fall, and then we released one in January, and now it's almost August, and we haven't put anything out since January. So we're finishing up the production on that stuff, on the new stuff, and shooting a video for the next single. Shooting that, I think, in like late August, and then in mid-September, I go on tour with another band, and I'll be gone for a month, and then when we get back, we're planning when I get back, trying to plan stuff around then, which will be like mid-October.
Oh, nice.
So we've got some I'm trying to set up some Halloween stuff that I've been thinking of for a while, and those kind of themed events I think are always really fun.
Oh, yeah.
Something I've been wanting to do for a while is plan a show where, I don't know if you guys have ever seen us live, but we cover a Green Day song. And when I first started Antlerhead, when I was just doing acoustic shows, I threw in a My Chemical Romance song.
Oh, nice.
Just fun stuff that, and we put our own spin on it, but it's stuff that when you're new enough, it engages an audience to get them to kind of latch onto you a little bit more, because it's so hard to win over the attention of people, especially when you're new and no one has a reason to care about you yet. So when you're trying to prove yourself, it's always it sounds kind of cheap, and it is, but it's an easy move to just say, we'll throw in a cover and it'll get people's attention.
Yeah.
Because they'll know. So I thought it'd be really cool to throw a show where it's I get 4 of my best friends' bands, and I say hey, I think you guys are really good. I have this one friend who a lot of what he does sounds like Manchester Orchestra. And it's oh, it'd be really cool if you guys did an entire Manchester Orchestra cover set or something like that.
Yeah. And
then I really love Green Day. It's one of my favorite bands ever. And it'd be really fun to just do an entire Green Day cover set. Nice. And then have there's a band I toured with and they really love and sound like My Chemical Romance. That would just be such a fun thing. You get to go watch a bunch of cover bands, right, and all that are doing it love that one specific band that they're covering that night. I know that sounds kind of, I don't know if it's easy, and I'm not even saying that idea will happen, but that's something I've had in mind as a fun thing to do for a while. As a Halloween theme to, just as far as Halloween kind of being an idea of we get to dress up and pretend we're something else.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a fun Halloween themed show where you just do a bunch of
guys dress up all as Green Day members. All of you dress up as Billy Joel, but stages of Billy Joel throughout the years.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh, we're a 3-piece, so we could pull it off.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. Billy Joe did have dreads at one point in the mid '90s.
Really?
Yeah.
They were really short ones, but whatever.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing that they had a music video off the album Dookie.
Oh yeah, Longview.
Yeah.
I'll have to look it up.
Yeah. Forgot about that. That's a weird video.
Yeah.
That video is like, they were just as high when they made the video as they were when they wrote that song. For sure.
You can tell.
Even in the work on that video is like, what is happening here?
Yeah. You're like, God, the cameraman's high too.
I know.
Just like.
Right. That's what it looks like, dude.
Yeah.
Looks
like somebody just like, oh God.
You're like, God, I feel like I'm on a roller coaster. I'm gonna get sick watching this.
Shouldn't have drank those 9 beers after that.
Now I'm gonna have to go back and watch some of the old Green Day videos. I haven't watched that stuff in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, before we let you go, you want to introduce your music video for Sandcastles?
Yeah, so this is the video we were talking about earlier in the show. Like I said, my friend shot it, and we had a great time doing it. It's for our song called Sandcastles. It's available everywhere that you can stream and buy music. This song is very special to me. I don't know if anybody cares about that, but
why is it special to you?
What?
Why is it? What? I guess what makes it so special for you? Is it?
This song, if I have, I'm not gonna go too long or anything.
No, you're fine.
Okay. The song is about, and there's a handful of stuff in our songs we've been working on now that just from the earliest songwriting I started doing from Antlerhead. Basically, I was married, and my former wife decided she didn't want to do it anymore. So she decided to end things, and that was kind of like I'd already kind of been writing songs here and there and trying to start a band, and then when she decided that it was over, then I was like, fuck it, I have literally nothing left to lose. I'm gonna go start a band and give it my everything, because I get a second chance now. So I, like, under the weirdest of circumstances, I got to like sort of start over, and I like quit my job, moved back to Indiana, and like lived a really weird life. But I get to like I have the freedom to do what I want now, which is like start a band and push that as hard as I can. And that was what the song was about. Like right after that happened in January of 2017, and then in February, my parents had been planning a family vacation for like over a year. So we still went on the family vacation. We went to Florida, and I was on the beach and just wrote a bunch of songs just about like heartache and my experience and how I felt about the whole thing. And the song, if you listen to the lyrics, has a lot of like themes about me kind of walking along the beach and being in the ocean and the things that I saw and the way that I related it to kind of what I was going through. And it's been a really fun song even before we released it, I showed one friend the demo, and that friend spread it around to a bunch of people, and I wish they hadn't at first, but then we started playing shows, and before the song was even out, people were coming out and singing along to the catchy chorus.
That's awesome.
So like really, that's really fun and exciting and rewarding when people know your stuff and they're singing along to it, having fun. I don't know if everybody knows the meaning of that song, but if in some way anybody can relate to it, that's also really powerful and really touching. But other than that, it's just a damn catchy song, so I kind of like that about it too.
Right on, man.
Yeah. Well, hey, thank you guys so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks.
Yeah, it was nice meeting you and chatting
You
with
too, Grant and Matt, or Matthew. I don't know what you go by.
Matt.
Matthew, Grantifer. Okay.
Grantifer.
All right, have a good night, guys.
All right, you too.
Man.
Thanks again.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So, let's head on over to the old YouTubes and check this catchy song out.
Mm-hmm.
This is Sandcastles by Antlerhead. So that was Sandcastles.
Yes, it was.
User.
A good song.
Oh, shit.
That was a good
Smacking.
song.
It was like bong.
I
Hell
like
yeah.
that. Yeah, I really like it. Cool dude.
Yeah. Cool dude. Cool tune.
I'm gonna get that shirt made.
Good dude. Good dudes, good tunes.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Be sure to follow them on Facebook. They are on there.
Mm-hmm.
They have their website, antlerheadmusic.com.
Mm-hmm.
So they're on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
They're on Instagram. You can find their music everywhere. It's on Spotify as well if you're into the Spotify. Into the Spotifys.
You sure are.
So give them a like, listen to their music, give them a follow.
Do it.
Do it.
Dare ya.
Do it.
Yeah.
So, just got one topic I thought was like the weeks of not doing topics, and this was the only one I could find. So, empathetic people get more joy out of music, study finds.
Is that the reason why I don't like listen to as much new music as I used to because I'm not very empathetic towards people anymore.
Could be. Oh, your leg's broken? Good.
Yeah, well, yeah, basically. Is that my problem?
I don't know. Is it?
It might be. Just.
Is it?
Yeah.
So, those who more intensely understand the pain or pleasure of others find more happiness in listening to music, a new study finds from Southern Methodist University. While the more empathy you have also heightens the impact of sad news on your psyche. That's what it looks like, psyche.
Oh, man, that's gone downhill.
Psyche.
Wow.
The study shows that listening to familiar music gives greater joy in highly compassionate people. Lead author Zachary Walmark explains the basics. High empathy and low empathy people share a lot in common while listening to music, he says. That includes roughly equivalent involvement in the regions of the brain related to auditory, emotion, and sensory motor processing. That was a mouthful. But there's one major difference when it comes to listening to music. An empathetic person's brain shows more involvement of social circuitry when listening to tunes, such as the areas that light up when feeling compassion for others. This may indicate that music is being perceived weakly as a kind of social entity, as an imagined or virtual human presence, offers Walmark. The enhancement gives empathetic folks more pleasure when listening to music. Thanks for the scroll.
Gotcha.
This all points to much deeper connections between our listening habits and our perception of the world, and of course, perception of the world, of course. And the SMU UCLA study is the first to find evidence supporting the neural account of the music-empathy connection. If music was not related to how we process the social world, Walmart concludes of the study, then we would likely have seen no significant difference in the brain activation between high empathy and low empathy people. So,
I mean, that just explains a lot.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're dying? Oh.
Yeah, that sucks.
Listen to metal. It does, though. Like, I thought it was cool to end it on that note when, like...
Am I a sociopath or a psychopath?
No.
Because I just don't care about other people.
No. Usually people, like, call people that, you're a sociopath because you don't care for other people. But a lot of times it's just people have a lot going on in their own lives. People are like, oh, you're fucking crazy, man. Like, I'm busy.
I don't care about your problems.
I have my own problems. But I thought it was cool to end the show on that note because what we started off with was on that day music in 1958 when there was a study saying that if you listen to music rock and roll music while you drive, it's going to make you drive faster and waste more gas.
That's the devil's music.
Yeah. Goddamn devil's music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
So.
You got anything else?
No.
For the folks?
No.
Out there in the world?
I don't.
Okay.
So, be sure to tune in next week. We'll have on Louisiana Lot Lizards. They'll be joining us over Skype.
Hell yeah.
Cool dudes. Cool dudes.
Good dudes.
We've talked to him before. Joey. Mr. Kaufman. From You're Letting the Light In.
Oh.
This is his other band.
You're quizzing me on people's names.
Where were you last night?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't know. So yeah, they'll be on, and be sure to follow us.
Mm-hmm.
We're here on the Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch, hit that follow button if you want to. It would be a lot cooler if you did. We're on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, give us a like. We're on YouTube. Anywhere you can find podcasts, iTunes, Google Play.
I need to update that.
Stitcher. We're on there. And if you want a collection of our past episodes, you can find them on allaroundmusicpodcast.com.
Yeah, they're the past ones right now, too.
Yeah.
I need to update that stuff.
Yeah. We'll see everyone next week. Thanks for watching.